Okay, so I recorded this video once before. I actually wanted to do some little updates and try to get things in a more concentrated, way, because I want this to be as professional as possible. First of all, this is going to be a reference video, so this will be like where I got some of the information. Veil research, these industrial culture handbooks, and A Visit from Monte Cazazza. I believe I got one of the stories out of this book. It's a good book, and it gave some time for some reflection. Same with this one. Monte Cazazza is very opinionated, very philosophically grounded. He really likes to reflect on, the world around him. So, if you want to hear some of his opinions and some of his life story, this one, really helped give some perspective, through the first half. This one, I think, has his books he collaborated with. I don't have those two books, but I have that one. He was in Modern Primitives too. You can probably find more information on Monte Cazazza, on his newer work or, whatever he was doing at the time in those books, but I couldn't tell you. So anyway, and the third interview source for this whole thing was, there's something from Mom on Mother's Day, the vinyl. There is an included interview. I don't know where to find it, but it's a pretty lengthy interview, and it actually goes over quite a bit of Monte Cazazza's career, up to a certain date. So, it really highlights his early career. It's very insightful. Those three sources right there pretty much make up the majority of, this whole thing, this whole video. Now, I'm sorry about the information dump, overload kind of thing, it's just like, I put too much into it, I need to really figure out the pacing. Towards the beginning of the video, the pacing was really good. I really like talking about the early years of Monte Cazazza, leading up, and then it kind of just like exploded at certain points, and, I'll fix that in the future. If this video isn't that good and people don't like it that much, I can always go back, revisit it, and edit it a little better. A lot of the photography I took from online. I was researching the things that, Monte Cazazza was affiliated with, what he worked on. I omitted quite a bit of stuff, I think I've talked about his lectures on cannibalism and twins. One of those lectures is currently up on YouTube, which I have backed up just in case we need to archive it. The lecture is really interesting and really insightful on what Monte Cazazza was doing in his lectures. Now, this was a gift from Elden M. This is edition 23 with Michelle Handelman. And it also includes a little newspaper article. It's not super insightful other than on the performance itself. This is where I got some of the photography from. Same with Industrial Culture Handbook. Not really much else to say about that stuff. I did want to say that Monte Cazazza gave a insect book to Ravel of SPK, a book about insects, which actually inspired that insect album by Ravel. Interesting little history. He says that in the Trevor Blake unofficial book, published by the original SPK, I actually have that right here. It is pretty much, let's see, one second. The last part of the book, this little tiny bit, this whole bit's about SPK, the group, the Patients Collective, Patient Front, and then the post-industrial band SPK. Some people really don't like this book. That's a whole nother story. I helped archive this. I'm the one who put this on Discogs, with the help of my friend Elden M of Allegory Chapel, ACL. This was gifted to me by Elden M. Here's that California Babylon. If you get this CD, it comes with a DVD. And, it's got all those Jim Jones, things in it. Sorry, the CDs, or the DVD, I don't know. Yeah, it's really interesting. Another thing, Monte Cazazza took the photograph for this cover. He did the Polaroid on the front. Really interesting. He wasn't in this album, I do not think, because he's not credited. Here's with Aldous Seaton. Elden M right now is selling these albums on Discogs, so you can pick up a copy of this. Finally, I was the one who archived this. I didn't archive this one, but I helped archive it. Perverse Nature. I'm the one who bought it, and my friend No Eyes Fiend actually archived this through the library. This one was included in the footage. It was heavily distorted because it's pretty heavy stuff, but also what was included a lot in the film, the documentary I made, was footage and songs from True Gore, the Mondo film by Monte Cazazza, which you can find on the archive.net. Same with this, you can find this on archive.net. Pretty interesting stuff. Then the last two we just have, these in my little collection. The live performances of, Monte Cazazza, it's pretty interesting. It has the live 1980s stuff, which I really like. It was on the IRC cassette, and then this was the Lustmord, the Lustmord compilation. Lustmord actually organized the Cynic as well. He produced it. Good on you, Lustmord. I really appreciate you helping Monte Cazazza get his artistic output out. And yeah, this is a really good album too. There's one song I actually found on YouTube that wasn't on this album. I can't even remember. Something about cats, I guess. I'd have to look it up. But there is one song that's kind of obscure. Not a lot of people talk about it. It's a Monte Cazazza track. It's not anywhere to be found, except for on a vinyl, I believe. And, that's about it. If you want to listen to this, it's on YouTube. It's on archive.org. This is on archive.org as well, these two. And the True Gore Mondo film, it's heavy, NSFW warning, a lot of gore, death, animal cruelty, Jim Jones, Charles Manson, all that crazy stuff. I just wanted to make a little reference video. I'm not going to state my opinions on the material other than it's good. I don't want to water this down too much. This is just the reference video behind the video that I just made. Thank you so much for watching.